I became the bad influence every parent has nightmares about, and the scariest part is, they never even saw my face. For a year, I played God to a group of children I never met. I corrupted their innocence from the shadows, leaving them gifts that no child should ever have. I told myself I was their guardian angel, but looking back now, I realized I might have been the devil in the woods. You won't believe what I gave them, or how addicted I got to watching them fall for it. It started years ago. I was living in an apartment complex that backed up to a dense, dark stretch of woods. I used to run the trails back there with my dog, trying to escape my own reality. One day I went off trail. Deep in the brush, hidden behind a cluster of thorns, I found it. A masterpiece of childhood engineering. It was a fort lean-to made of old tarps, scavenged wood, and camouflage. I froze. It was quiet, empty, but I could feel the life in it. I started checking it every day during my runs. I never saw the kids, but the evidence was there. Logs rearranged. Candy wrappers, footprints. They were watching the world from their hidden sanctuary. I could have left them alone. I should have left them alone. But something dark and mischievous woke up inside me. I wanted to be part of their secret. I wanted to be the legend they talked about at school. So, I started supplying them. I started small. I bought a couple of packs of cigarettes and a cheap lighter. I sealed them in a Ziploc bag to keep the dampness out, and I left the package right on their main log. The next day, I ran back. The bag was gone. And scattered all over the dirt floor were cigarette butts. My heart raced. They accepted the offering. I had made contact. That wasn't enough for me. I needed to up the game. I wanted to give them the forbidden fruit that all young boys dream of but can't touch. I raided my liquor cabinet. I took those nasty little airplane bottles, the ones that taste like gasoline and the dregs from old, cheap liquor bottles I would never drink. I left them in the fort like a twisted care package. I came back days later, empty bottles everywhere. I was fueling a party for ghosts. I was their supplier, their dealer, their invisible friend. I imagined them sitting there, coughing on smoke, drinking firewater, feeling like kings of the world because some mysterious entity was funding their rebellion. I only lived there for a year. But before I moved out, I decided to leave one final, legendary gift. The kind of thing that becomes a core memory. I went to the store and bought a stack of magazines. Those kinds of magazines. The ones they definitely couldn't buy themselves. I left them in the center of the fort. It was my goodbye. I walked away, leaving that woods forever, never knowing their names, never seeing their faces. For years, I looked back on this with pride. I thought, man, I was the coolest stranger ever. But now, as an adult, I realized the gravity of what I did. I wasn't a guardian angel. I was an enabler. I handed vices to children who probably weren't even old enough to drive. I wonder where those kids are today. Did they grow up to be wild? Did they get in trouble? Or do they still tell the story of the magic fort that restocked itself with sins? I'll never know. Do you think I was a legend for this or a total villain? Hit that like button if you had a secret fort growing up. And subscribe, because everyone has secrets they haven't confessed yet.